Hi everyone, it's Miss Cross here with your next Franche family challenge. Now today's challenge is going to be all about memory. Now it's really important that we have good memories so that we can remember all of those wonderful things we learn. Now we're going to start with a quick memory game and then we're going to move on to making our own game that will help us to improve our memories. The first thing I want you to do, I'm going to show you a selection of random things that I found from around the house and I want to see if you can remember as many of them as you can. Hang on there. Okay, did you get a good look at them? Now what I've done, I've covered them over with a blanket and in a second I'm going to remove one of them secretively from under the blanket and then going to show you what's left and I want to see whether you can guess which one is missing. Are you ready? Okay, take a look. Did you manage to guess which one was missing? Shall I show you? It was the blue highlighter. Well done if you got it right. Now one of the things you can do before covering the items up to make them a little bit easier to remember is to discuss lots of things about them. So you could talk about where you might find them, what they could be used for, what colours they are, and that helps to get them into our memory. The other thing you can do with this game to make it a little bit harder is when you've covered the items over, rather than removing one, just writing down all of the items that you can remember underneath. Right, shall we move on to having a go at making our own memory game now? Okay, so we're going to create our very own version of the game Pairs, which I'm sure lots of you have played before. Now in order to create it, all you need is some little squares of paper, any colour, doesn't matter, and some pens to draw some different things on them. Now, I've started by doing my pairs with shapes on. I'm going to show you a few different options of different things you can do in a minute, but it's entirely up to you what you want to have on your pairs. All that matters is that there needs to be two squares that have identical pictures or writing on them. Now, I'm going to show you what we do with them. So you're going to start by turning over two cards to see if they match. These ones don't, so I'm going to turn them back over. Then somebody else is going to have a go at turning over two cards. If they match, they get to keep them. So here's a few options of things that you could try. So at the top, I've got the shapes that I was using. In the middle, I've drawn some objects. And at the bottom, I've done some high frequency words. Now all of these pairs match because they've got the same thing on each card. There's another way you could have a go at doing it though. And this way makes it a little bit more tricky. So all of these pairs do match still, but they've got different things on each card. So the top ones, you'll see, I've done some maths questions. So on the one side, I've got the number sentence, and on the other side, I've got the answer. Then at the bottom, I've had a go at doing some letter formation. So I've got some capital letters on the one side and some lowercase letters on the other side. But of course, they still match because they're the same letter. So it's entirely up to you really what you want to put on your matching pairs. It could be a mixture of things or it could be something that you're interested in. I'm sure you'll come up with lots of wonderful ideas that I didn't even think of and I can't wait to see them all. Good luck everyone!